Okay, so this is streaming already. I apologize, I wasn't quite ready. I'm gonna get the deal running here. I've got the earth up right now. I'm just trying to get some things caught up and get going. Um, I was shooting for actually a little bit ago, but then my granddaughters called. So, you know, granddaughters do take priority. So we had a nice little, um, I don't know, 20-minute goofing around thing, what we've been doing. So let me get Zoom up and running. And in case anyone's interested in the Zoom, you should go to what should pop up on the screen here in about 2 seconds. Right there, Ken Stout, kstout2016gmail.com to join the Zoom. And I'll leave that running while I get Zoom up and running. Because that should hide what I'm going to do over here. Uh-oh, wait, it went away. So let's try that again. Nope, that didn't work. That didn't work. Oh, because I'm probably starting. Oh, no, that's good. Wow, that looks horrible. Why is my quality only 144p? Okay, this ain't. That's much better. All right, let me get Zoom going. Doing too much at one time here. Zoom is up and running. I've been told there are people in the waiting room, so let me go to this one. No problem, Jeff. I understand. I'm late because of my granddaughter, so I totally get that. Now there we go. Guess I should go change that camera. I don't remember what that was. Let me go see what that is. That is that one. Okay. So I was told there'd be someone in the waiting room. I don't see anybody in the waiting room. That's fine. Um, Not a problem at all. I can't get my video going. Oh my goodness, that's like super huge. That's taking the whole screen. Nice. Hmm. All right. So, very non-productive day today. I did get one thing done. I got the thing that will pop up here in just a second done. Yeah, really. Uh, so I did that, and I do want to expand it a little bit. As I said, I didn't want to copy Jeff. I didn't want to copy Jeff. I didn't want to copy Doug. I was trying to get my names confused. So I kind of went with that style for now. I think that'll work. I don't know. Um, we will see. Now, I don't know. I need Jeff. Hey, Jeff, are you still with me? Can I get an audio video check, please? Even though nothing has changed, it should still be good. It looks like my collar's all goofy. I guess it's not, though. Fresh pot of coffee. So pretty worthless Monday. I did manage to get a doctor's appointment for Wednesday. My brother did go out today, away from his house. He went to see my mom. I didn't talk to him. We texted. I'm still not wanting to test his talking abilities due to the fact when you talk, you got to breathe, and that's got to be rough. But my mom said he sounded good, looked good. Did get a little bit winded, kind of early. So, I mean, it's to be expected. He goes back to the doctor. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, I see what's up. I got to end this Zoom And I got to figure out why it got changed because I didn't change it. But I'll be right back. I understand some things now. Oh, that's much better. Well, not really. Nobody waiting here now either. But that should be the correct. Yep, those the old credentials are good. So I just wanted to check that. Yeah, my fingers are off. I'm like 2 keys off. There's Alex. Pretty sure. Yep, that's Alex. I didn't even have to look. Close that down. All right, let me go back over here to watching this and watching that. And I'm actually trying to keep up with 3 things at one time. Hey, Alex.
Hello, Ken.
How are you?
I'm doing just fine. How are you?
I'm finally here. I was trying to be here literally about 35, 40 minutes ago, and I hear an echo.
Oh, I just turned it off.
All right.
I just turned it off.
No problem. No problem. I mean, people. I know it happens. I've done it.
It was me watching my live stream, one of my live streams after I done it.
Tony Wallow says good evening. Audio video is good. Jeff says audio video is good. So we'll just continue to move forward. Yeah, I was watching your one earlier where you had Zoom going, that was good, by the way. You might
so
what
what was wrong with the one I did yesterday, other than the fact that was it the one where I had to volume up all the way on the game and you couldn't hear my voice?
You were playing like Mario Brothers or something like that. Zelda, I think, was one we could hear the music, but we couldn't hear your voice, and then you made an adjustment, and then we could hear your voice, and the music was really good. So, but I still think, and I would have to go back and look, I still thought your microphone was muted from Zoom, but today was perfect. I thought today was absolutely.
I was muted from Zoom. The only reason why I have to have the microphone open in Zoom is if I see that I've got people in the waiting room in Zoom. Other than that, I don't have to have the microphone on in Zoom. Only if I want people to join me to have conversation.
Sure. Yeah, and I noticed you had about 3 people in there, which that was cool. You might. Hey, there we go. We get the Mario. Hey, Greg.
Hey, what's up?
Just getting started. I like your background. It's pretty cool. Maybe I'll get the Mario Brothers, Super Mario Brothers, or whatever the theme is going. That's about what 90% of my conversation with the granddaughter was tonight when we were exchanging musical tones because she got a new toy and, man, she was really liking hitting that button and then imitating it. So that was fun. Yeah, Alex, I thought today was good. I really did. Tony Waddle helped you out with keeping some of the bombers out and their comments on the YouTube stream, so that's good. You might want to consider a co-host on the Zoom stream when maybe some of those guys say something that you're not sure, and the co-host.
One of them basically the first time I opened it up, like a couple people coming in, one of them said, like we you, and then one of them said like F you, and then I basically removed them both at that point and reported them to the Zoom.
Right.
So they couldn't get back in the
thing. They were.
Then I basically just said, then I basically just shut it off. That's the good thing about using if I use an automatically generated link and password every time. When I do that, nobody will be able to get in.
Right.
Right.
Yeah. No, that'll take care of that. And reporting them to Zoom's probably good, but I don't think Zoom will do anything. Honestly, I mean, you just never know. Now the one Laconic, I know I've seen him.
But the one that was on when I was playing that hunting game, those couple people that I was playing with,
Yeah.
But they was good.
Yeah. Yeah.
But the one from earlier this afternoon, I was playing Mario Kart.
I haven't seen it yet. I'll watch it later. So
he basically immediately got himself removed, and not going. If I see him back in the chat and he tries to join in, I'm not going to let him.
Yeah, I want to do.
If he tries to join in under a different name, and then.
Yeah, I want to find 2 people to do an experiment on Zoom with. To when you kick them out, is it just a 24-hour deal or is it a permanent deal? And I'm kind of leaning toward it might be a 24-hour deal, but I won't know that until that was another reason why I wanted to create another Zoom account so that I don't have to sacrifice someone for 24 hours. So Greg, I was expecting a snow report tonight.
Weather report standing by.
I
got it.
You got snow?
Yeah, we got snow. I'll show you. Where the hell did I put it? There it is.
Yeah, I know that feeling. Oh, this is today?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd say you got some snow today. Look, is that you out there shoveling your neighbor's snow for them?
No.
Yeah.
They're younger than I am. They got the energy.
Looks like somebody plodded through the yard a little bit. Yeah, you got some snow.
All the bushes that are bent down, all the wet, heavy snow.
Oh yeah.
Heavy snow. Yeah, I had to go brush off the dish antenna twice because I lost my signal.
Oh.
It was covered up completely.
Yeah, I went out earlier and let the chickens out. This is our new way of taking care of them. We just open the coop and let them come out and eat.
Ian, where's your background?
Completely bent down.
I don't know. That could be my background for all I know.
The trees in the back.
I didn't turn one on. Let me turn one on. Didn't even.
Yeah, Rick joined me on the last Zoom I did. On the last stream I did just a few minutes ago.
Yeah, I couldn't find that one. I was trying to, and I didn't find it. That's why I sent you that message. So how much did you get, Greg?
They said between 8 and 10 inches.
I believe it. Looks like it was a very heavy snow.
Yeah, it was. All bent.
When I went out to do the chickens, just was basically open the door to the coop and let them out and then throw some food on the concrete pad. It wasn't too bad, and I was in shorts and a t-shirt, and I thought, I'll get a little bit of work done because it was sunshiny and really comfortable. And then I come in and look at the temperature, and it was 24 degrees, and psychologically I told myself, hey, no way I'm working outdoors in 24 degrees. So
no, I woke up this morning freezing, and I turned my electric blanket on to like 8 or 9, and I was still freezing. So I got up. This was about 9:30 or 10, and I turned the heater on in my room full blast.
Wet snow.
yeah, I went through 4 episodes of Cramps this morning. But I do have an appointment for Wednesday, so hopefully they'll figure something out. I mean, I know they're not going to figure it out Wednesday by no means, but maybe we can get right in the right direction. You got a full basement, Greg?
Yeah.
Nice.
I had to brush off my.
Yeah, I can see maybe that might have a little bit of interference.
Signal went out.
Just
the hardest part about can you show your OBS, Ken, and where you got your audio levels at? The hardest part about all this streaming stuff is trying to figure out how to fit your audio so that people can hear it, but it's not too loud if it's a game or something like that.
Sure.
You want people to hear it, but you don't want it to be over.
Yeah, I'll do that in a minute. And like I said, once I got them set the way that I think they're good from what everybody tells me, I haven't messed with them.
How much snow?
Oh, darn. No barbecue tonight. Doggone it. I had my heart set on that, too.
There's a tree that's right across the street.
Are those limbs almost touching the ground from the weight of the snow?
Yeah.
Wow.
I don't hear the other house, couple houses down from me.
Well, better you than me.
Up in his driveway. Other neighbor. Guess I should shovel. That's my car. I don't know if you can see it yet.
You should be able to drive through that little bit of snow, I would think.
Oh, yeah. 97 tractor.
Nice.
Never been in the shop.
Get you from point A to point B, right?
20-some years. Never been in the shop.
Wow. Well, I have garage envy. I wish my garage looked that clean.
It's not that clean.
Oh, I may embarrass myself and do one on mine tomorrow and show you guys. It's horrible. And actually, that was one of the things I wanted to do when I thought, well, I can work outside, keep the garage door shut. I've got a heater in there, but I just never used it. And now we're back in, safe, sound, and warm. Does that go down to the basement, the door?
Yeah, up to the door on the left. You'll see it in a second.
So you've got an entrance outside and inside?
Yeah. There's the door on the left. That's the one. We're done. That's my son. You're recording? Get that one?
Nice. Very nice. All right. Let me see if I can do that this way, Alex. I don't think I can. No, I can't because that's going to do that. So let me share the screen.
They even closed the base down except critical personnel.
Wow. I think it's this one. Nope, that's the wrong one. That's the 2020. You guys are seeing 2022, right? 21?
Yeah.
Okay, that's the wrong one. So let's try that again.
Hello, Rick.
Can't be.
Hello.
Hi, Rick.
Hey, Rick. Hello.
If it can't be that one, I'm 0 for 2 on that. So why am I getting the same screen twice?
And you can actually see the menus.
So you see OBS now?
Yes.
Okay, cool. So I've got the one set right here at negative 10 decibels, and the other one down here is at a negative 15 decibels, it looks like. I don't have my glasses on, so it's hard for me to read it. I don't know. Oh, I know why that's in there, because that's how it's set. If I change here, I'll show you guys. I created this, which I'll show you later. Oh, it's over here. I'm on the wrong one. So I created that earlier today. It's kind of nice getting back into some editing, and
Nice.
that wasn't raw. I mean, it took me a minute to figure out because I couldn't remember how to do it. But I don't want to emulate and copy Doug 100%. So that's why I ended up going with that route. But yeah, Alex, it looks like. Let me put on my glasses. Oh, my other glasses are in the other room. So looks like it's minus 20 on desktop audio and minus 15, 16 on the microphone. And it apparently works, so I'm not going to mess with it. So we are back to Zoom. Oh, now I understand what was going on.
I guess I'll just have to record do some more videos and play them back, kind of listen to them a little bit just to see what they.
Either that or get someone to give you feedback as you're doing it. That way you can adjust it live while you're doing it. So
I don't know if how good you'll be able to see this, but if I share my screen with my OBS on it, can you see that?
Yeah, it looks about. I would take your mic and just see what it does. Take the mic, the one on the bottom.
The mic auxiliary?
Yep, that one. And move it a little bit to your right towards the speaker. About right there. Nope. Yeah, that's fine. Leave it right there. Do a test and see. And then I would leave that one. So are you rebroadcasting this again right now?
Yes, the top one is your audio. The one that's in the
Right, and that's how I knew that's because I'm watching that. That one looks good. They say it should barely touch into the red, and every now and then that's solid in the yellow, so that's good. There was a red. That's real good. So I wouldn't jack with it or mess with it. And then tomorrow we'll get together and you can do some streaming, and I'll see how it sounds. But yeah, that looks good. Looks real good.
For my capture, for my capture card down here, I got the itch set to about half.
Now that's the one that's going to play your background music for your games.
Yes.
Yeah, I'd leave it because that was actually perfect.
Right now it's showing the mirroring effects for the OBS because of how I got my switch here set to. But if I hit my little switch on my HDMI thing here,
so while he's doing that, something I've noticed on my channel, if you hit the 3 dots, you can actually go to someone's channel. That's not entirely functional on other people's channel because there's this guy's channel I want to go to, but every time I click on the 3 dots, I get report or block. So I don't know what the deal is there. Maybe because he's a mod. Could that be it?
I get participants, pop-out chat, timestamps, and send feedback. That's it.
That's crazy because I just checked on mine. I can go to channel, pin message, report, remove, put user in timeout, hide user on the channel, or remove mod status. I'm trying to figure out how to get in touch with this guy. I really want to pick his brain on some video stuff. So anyway, how are you, Rick? I'm not trying to ignore you.
I'm doing good.
How much snow did you shovel today?
Oh, not much. Few sidewalks and a few driveways. And then I had to go to an office because I don't know, their network somehow screwed up, so I had to reset the whole thing, and then they lost their printers. Their printers were wireless, so I had to get those going again. Then another computer went offline. So I was chasing problems for about an hour. I don't know, hour or so.
Been busy.
Got that all figured out. Now I'm sitting here with my computer parts.
So not only in addition to the snow, you still have to do your computer servicing. Yep, well, that's good. I mean, that keeps you busy. My day was I didn't do anything. Took a nap. Well, my legs were bothering me, and I was like, yeah, she's off today. We don't have to do anything. I'm taking a nap, which was pretty good, actually. And then earlier tonight, right behind my knee started to bother me, so I thought, well, I'm going to put some icy hot stuff on there. So I put a glove on, put a big old glob on there and rubbed it on my knee. Man, that was fantastic. Took the glove off, got something itchy in my eye. So with my non-gloved hand, I went to scratch my eye. And do you know, somehow when I pulled that glove off with my non-gloved hand, some of that stuff actually got on my finger, because my eye was burning until I went in and washed it with cold water. Man, you don't want that feeling on anybody. That hurt.
I'm sure it did.
Yep. Well, I was surprised that, because, you know, when you unglove yourself, you take your finger and you roll it back, and then you turn it inside out and throw it away.
Yeah.
I guess that's some strong stuff to go through that glove, because that's the only thing I can figure happened. It burnt. It burnt. But it's all good now. I can see you guys. I mean, what are you guys doing over there for? Come back over here, would you? I like Greg. Greg gets my corny jokes.
You talking to us?
You talking to me?
So did you tell Gary you were streaming early?
No. No. If he shows up, cool. He had to work today, and probably my son didn't get off work until 8:30 tonight. He's in the alarm company business, and they do not have.
We talked yesterday. I'm surprised. I'm surprised. My mom and dad hasn't said anything about when I'm live streaming and slowing the internet down or anything, because my mom's always in there watching a video on her phone or whatever.
Right.
And she hasn't said anything, and I've done at least 3 or 4, 5 videos today. And a couple of them at least have been over an hour.
Yeah. So Rick, you got a build going on there, it looks like.
Yeah, I do.
Go ahead, show us. Tell us all about it. We're such a tech channel now.
It's the for the motherboard, Aurora's 590 Z590 Elite Aurora's gigabyte.
Nice.
And the part that they said was compatible, and I hope that it is the Intel 8-core i9 11th gen. This does take 11th gen, the motherboard, so it should work.
Nice. Memory? Memory?
32 gigs.
Cooler?
Mugen 5.
Well, when you get, is it?
Have you seen the 5000D? Corsair?
No, I have not, but, oh, that's the case?
Yeah, I got that one. It's one that PK reviewed.
Personal build or for a customer?
For me, personal build.
Okay,
I
cool.
One of my older ones.
Nice. Very nice.
I got a new case, and then I'll use the other computer that's in the other room for a spare. I'll probably hook the TV up to that one.
Hey, let me bow out of this one. I can't keep up with 2 streams in a Zoom at one time. That's too much multitasking with me.
Pushes your limits, eh?
1 in a Zoom pretty much pushes my limits. I just learned that 2 is out of the question. Okay, now I'm out of that one, so let me make sure I get the right one. So cool, I'm out of there.
I got up.
So when you get
this morning,
a surprise,
I slept on the couch most of the day. Had a quick power outage.
yeah, somebody else was telling me about a power outage they had. I gotta think a minute. It was on Facebook.
Yeah, the cool thing about my ISP modem and router is that it has a counter that tells me how long it's been on. Like, it tells me the exact days, hours, and minutes that it's been on, and that it's been able to establish an internet connection. And so I can, if I look at it, I can tell the exact time it's been since the last time we had a power outage.
So we get to witness Rick putting this new build together tonight.
Yeah, I don't know how far I'll get. I'll get a few parts
Well,
in.
Jeff did his the other night and got it to where he could upgrade the
Yeah,
BIOS.
but he didn't show us. You need to point your camera down a little, Rick. So
Yeah, a little bit he didn't, but he kind of did, actually. There you go. That's a good angle. Nice. Yeah, I haven't slept on the couch in a while. I'll doze off, and then I'll wake up, and I'll get up and go get in the bed, because the bed's a little more accompanying for me. The couch is long enough. It's just not wide enough. So,
What kind of case do you have?
I got the Corsair 5000D airflow.
Do you have carpet? Do you have carpet in your house?
Yeah.
Where you going to put the computer? Because if you have carpet, you probably want to put the fan for the power supply facing up instead of
Well,
facing down.
It's got a smoked glass case, but this is actually going into a desk, into a cubby.
Oh, that's like my mom's.
Yeah, it's like,
That's how my mom's computer is. It goes into a.
wow, look at that motherboard. Hey, I'm gonna go Google that.
It's into a cubby, and her case is the Corsair 200R, and it barely fits in the.
No.
If I couldn't have got anything bigger, because if I did, it would have not fit in it.
I think better look and figure out where. Maybe I'll do it wrong, and then say, no, you got it wrong.
No HDMI port on it?
Huh?
No HDMI port?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I must have looked up the wrong one, because I don't see the HDMI. I see the display port,
Yeah, it's got a display port.
and it's got, looks like 3 USB 3s. Yeah, I probably got the wrong one, because I'm not seeing the HDMI.
Yeah, this one doesn't have that.
Ah, so maybe I do got the right one.
There should be a tab for specifications.
I like looking at the pictures. I don't have to read.
I made sure to get a motherboard for my mom's computer that had HDMI, DVI, and VGA, because her old computer had DVI and she already had a cable. And in her situation, it's hard to get to the monitor. It's even harder to get to the monitor and all the plugs and unplug everything.
It looks
even harder than it is on my desk.
Yeah, it looks like get a hold of it.
How do you hook a monitor up to this thing? There's no.
For the display port.
And if you don't have a display port, you have to get a display port to HDMI adapter.
Yeah, that's what I'll have to get.
So it's the CPU LG 1200 supports 11th gen i9, i7 processors and i5, 10th gen i9, i7, and i5, and i3 processors, and L3 cache varies with CPU. So it looks like that's pretty good. Chipset's the Z590 Express chipset. Memory is 11th generation DDR4. I did find the specs, Craig. Onboard graphics, 1 by 1.1 display port supporting a maximum resolution of 4096 by 2340 at 60 gigahertz. Audio is Realtek, of course it does. LAN is Realtek. Expansion slots. I better go get my glasses. Nice. I guess we're not going to see a smoke test, though, because...
Oh, no. I gotta get that, whatever Alex said.
Display port to HDMI.
Yeah.
Which I think that's kind of dumb that computer doesn't have at least one HDMI port.
Yeah.
I had to get one. I had to get a USB-C to HDMI adapter for my computer to be able to run my second screen, but at least my computer come with a normal HDMI port on it, and then I'll need to get an adapter for it to hook up the second monitor.
Before I forget, we all need to give Alex congratulations. He's up to 63 subscribers now.
All right.
Oh, I was up to 60 when I looked.
Well, it's going to fluctuate a little bit. Last I looked, you were 63. So, people will subscribe temporarily and unsubscribe, which is kind of silly, but it
How
happens.
did
It happens.
that happen? Did you work some more magic, or did people just?
No, no, not me. That's all you, and you're doing good. All you. And I like the fact that you're doing the games. I like that. That's neat. If you ever get it built up enough where you want to do a tech and games separately, then start like a second channel, one for gaming and one for techs. If it gets that big.
Well, I'll probably just, if I want to do tech, I'll just do tech on my same channel. But for right this minute, I don't know of anything that I want to.
Right.
Anything that I want to do, like a tutorial or anything on.
Sure. I like the gaming aspect. That's
I would do a tutorial of how I set up our website with our hosting thing.
Yeah.
But because they only charge you per hour for what you use, and it's only like a cent or $2 per hour or whatever. So I could set it up for a tutorial purpose.
Yep.
And delete it immediately after I finish the tutorial, and it wouldn't. And my mom and dad wouldn't be charged by maybe a cent or two. But in order to set that up, in order to do a tutorial the way I would want to do a tutorial, it would require me getting. I would have to buy another domain name.
To set it up, yeah, but can't you just go in there and go through the steps without actually setting it up?
No, I can't. I could partially go through the steps, but part of the steps that software I use requires that you have an actual domain name in there, an actual live domain name, because when you actually go and you actually set up a part of the website, like I set up for you,
right?
You actually go in and manage the content, and add all your pictures and add your pages and everything.
Right.
It won't let you access the setup I did for our actual website. Won't let you access that part of the website unless you have an actual legitimate domain name.
Okay.
So because it's expecting, but the way I set it up for you to play with, you don't need that. You don't need.
Right.
Because
So
there's multiple ways to set it up, and for playing around, you can just install the WordPress alone. But for an actual production site, you want that other piece like I've got, which just so happens to prohibit you from setting up the other part of it without a domain.
And what's the domain cost?
Oh, if you get a .com, it's like $15. It's like for me, it was like $28 for 2 years, one-time charge for 2 years, and then after 2 years, you have to pay for it again. But if you don't want to get like a .com or .org or something, and you just want to get one, like you can get anything pretty much.
Okay.
.tv, .online, .live, pretty much anything that they have, and those are like $5 for 1 year, and it'll be, once you pay for it one time, it'll be active for a whole year.
So you might want to think about doing that and just getting one, what I would call that, a throwaway website, and say to everyone, look, I'm just doing this for demonstration purposes. It's going to expire in a year, and if you want it to be longer, go with .com, .net, .org, or another one. Just a thought.
But if you wanted That's what I was telling you when we was talking about it privately. If you wanted me to show you how to set it up, you could just get that 60-day free trial with the hosting provider, and get one of those cheap $5 for a year domain names, and then I could show you how to set it up from start to finish, just like I got it set up.
It's interesting.
Hopefully all that makes sense.
Kinda.
Thank you, Matthew. By the way, welcome to the stream. I appreciate that. I was actually checking it out to see what it was on a private browser on a different browser as well. So, once again, the mods come through. I appreciate that. She's doing better than I was. Took me about 4 hours to get to that point. I'm really glad I didn't live stream it because that would have been the most boringest, longest live stream in the world. Maybe my second build I will. It will be AMD though. I think. At least I told Catherine it would be, so it probably will be. And I'll have to find someone to buy it. Then build me another one. Give Carrie some competition. We were clapping because Alex he had 63 subscribers. He has dropped down to 60. I did go look. And mine's been fluctuating every day now for the past week, so that's cool. He'll get there. We'll get him to where he can live stream on the phone at some point in time, should he choose to do so. Before you know it, he'll have 400 or 500, and then before you know it, he'll have 1,000 and start making some money. That'd be cool. That'd be real cool.
What the heck happened to my OBS here?
Don't know.
It shows that it's still streaming, but it shows like where it shows you what is actually going out. It showing two white squares.
OBS?
Yes.
Let me go figure out what.
And my stream stopped on.
Share your screen,
YouTube.
Alex. Share your screen. Let's take a look at it.
Okay, maybe I can do it here. Let me see. Screen 1. No, because OBS will open up on the second screen. I gotta re-share the second screen, and then crap.
Okay, so what that said, your stream will stop immediately. Go back to that.
No, that's not what I want to show you. I'm getting confused between all my. Here, you see that?
Yes.
You see how it's got those two white?
Yep, I do. So you're in studio mode, which I think that's where you want to be. Let me go look at mine.
No, I didn't want to be. I must have hit a button. I just ended my live stream. Don't try to start it up again.
Yeah, go before you do that though. Go back to that error. I'm interested to see what it said.
It was just YouTube saying that because OBS froze or something, the YouTube said it was going to stop the stream.
Well, OBS is not stopped though. You're according to OBS, you are still streaming.
So I think I'm gonna have to just shut OBS completely down, like force it down, and then.
Oh, that's cool. I double clicked on Rick's small image and it made it full screen.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I hate packages. That's the hardest thing about this whole thing is these packages, getting them open.
Are you talking about it? You talking about in Zoom, Greg?
Yeah.
Well, when I did it, it just makes it 4 squares only. It does put it in full screen. So if I change the view to maybe, I don't want immersive, speaker, and then go Alex. Okay, that works. I like that. Yeah, there's just so much to learn and figure out and how you want to do it.
Yeah.
Ryzen. Yeah, Tony, if I do build another one, and it's not so much a question of if I build another one, it's when I build another one, which will be probably, I don't know, a year or so down the road. I've already given my word to Catherine. It'll be AMD, and it will be AMD, and hopefully it'll work, and hopefully I'll like it. And the few people I've talked to that have AMD systems like them, so.
I've got an AMD and I've had no problems
Yeah.
with all the stuff people complain about. Oh, memory. All I did was go to the ASUS website, pull up my motherboard, and hit the support, and went down to the QVL. It says, okay, G skill, that's what I want. It's been tested.
Right. Yep, that's the way to do it. Yeah, I'm very thankful for both Catherine and Jim, because if I would have built the one I originally designed in my head, I would have wasted so much money. But I can't thank both of them enough for their help on that. Well, he's moving right along.
Yeah.
Tony says he's got one. It's okay. He's referring to AMD system, I believe.
Yeah, I got the AMD 2600X. Got that for $154. New A.
Yeah, I'm just going to start tossing money aside. And once I get once the bills and all are paid, I'm just going to say, okay, I'm going to take this amount and throw it aside, this amount and throw it aside. And then before long, I'll have enough built up. And, I don't need another computer yet, even though I know the i3 in the other room's about to really go obsolete due to the fact it's just so old. It's still functional, but I've not tested it in at least 3 months. And Alex, you keep mentioning that when you stream, your mom doesn't complain. I'm running the Roku, the NVIDIA Shield, 2 computers, 2 iPhones, streaming, zooming, and everything's just perfectly. Other than last
yeah,
night.
but you've got like more than double the internet speed that I've got up and down.
Yeah, Matthew, I 100% agree. That's why I wanted to do it in a private one, and actually, it was something. It was not what I was expecting, but I immediately clicked out of it, because most of the time they are not good things. And I appreciate them. If you didn't boot her, I was going to boot her, so that's fine. Might get to the point where we just get to subscribers only again. I don't know. I'm still playing with that in my head as well.
Okay, I'm streaming again. I closed down OBS. Didn't even have to force it down. Just hit the X button just the normal way. Reopened it back up, and it's working again. So.
Yeah, I'm still not seeing it. It's not showing up. I'll give it a minute. You just now started it?
Yes.
And I gotta go see a man about a dog.
Let me refresh here. And it's still not showing up. Let me jump over here to subscriptions. And it's still not showing up.
It's showing on mine.
Oh, you changed it to Hello Monday?
Yeah, that's what it was for part 1 and part 2. I changed the thumbnail.
Yeah, I found it.
This is what I'm doing now. It's called the same name with part 2.
Okay. Yeah, I found it. We're good. So, cool. If it does the same thing again, I kind of want to see all the errors it shows. If it shows any errors at all.
Well, it just stopped it. OBS just froze, and the YouTube stream said it stopped, but nothing else.
Sure.
The Zoom didn't freeze or anything.
No, well, it just stopped broadcasting for whatever the reason. Who knows? Who knows? And too bad you don't have a cable. We would get to see a smoke test, I'm sure.
Oh, yeah.
You should be able to buy, don't go the route I did. You should be able to buy an all-in-one adapter and cable together instead of like what I did. I just bought a little adapter.
What you need to get is you need to get a male display port to male HDMI.
Can't figure out what she's watching in there. We were watching a little bit of something from, she's starting to watch a lot of Dave Bautista movies from years ago.
Yeah, he's pretty good.
He is. I like him. What was the one he did about the Uber where he played the cop? I think he was a cop. That was pretty funny. Of course, Guardians of the Galaxy. I think he said the third one's going to be his last one to do on that. Figure out how bad the delay is here. That's not too bad.
I've kept my delay on normal latency, and it's been all. It's been good.
You'll see a difference between day and night though if you lower down the lower or ultra, whatever that is, whatever the bottom one is. That's what I went with, and that's like 3 to 5 seconds most times. And yeah, you brought a good point up about the fact my internet is a little bit stronger, but still, I don't think your mom's going to see any difference at all, honestly. If it wasn't for the price difference and the fact I'm going to get unlimited data, I might not go to the fiber optics that's getting ready to come out. I still got to kind of think through that a little bit. Because I, again, don't see any problems whatsoever. No worries, Matthew. I appreciate it. I do appreciate that. It's not worth firing up a virtual machine and going that route. I was just curious, so hopefully nothing happened. Knock on wood. Sounds like she's got the Roku going. Kind of interesting, the different tones on the different sticks.
And my son lost his Roku for some reason today.
What do you mean the different tones?
When you switch from like Disney to Amazon, or from Amazon to the Filipino channel, it's different tones. It's a tone all of its own. I lost mine last night, Greg. Oddly enough, because when I changed my Google password, it recognized that it had been changed and kicked me out. I was like, why isn't this working? And then I seen there was up in the icon, it said you have a notification, and it said you need to relog into Google. As soon as I did, good to go. We haven't had any problems. She's got Filipino going now. We haven't had any problems with that. Now the Fire Stick, different story. I am real disappointed in how that's going. The saving grace is if I miss it here, I can jump out west and catch it. But I don't want to rely on that. So there's Gary. Let's see if he can hear us. He's there. There's Gary. Let's see if he can hear us.
Yeah, let her. Can you hear me?
We could.
Very good.
And we heard the brief echo.
Yeah, I didn't know if I was going on. I was debating myself. That's weird.
Yeah, we understand. So how was your first day back?
Sucked. Damn it, they don't make you work.
Yeah. Yeah, I was telling him earlier, my son had to work until 8:30 tonight Indiana time, and that's just horrible. He installs alarms systems, monitoring systems.
I got in, I knew I had a couple of emails, so I emailed myself a couple of things before I went to work. Email wasn't working.
Oh boy.
Exchange server had a problem with 2022.
So the Y2K took 22 years to kick in. Okay.
You got it.
So did your son get his Roku back, Gary?
He hasn't come back up.
Oh, okay.
said he was watching a bunch of series on Netflix.
Yeah, we jumped out to the west last night to catch a show we wanted to see. And then tonight we were watching one. And sometimes the delay is manageable between the audio and the video, but last night it was like 3 minutes. It was really horrible. So I sent him a video and I said, you know, getting tired of this. I'm getting tired of sending you guys something every day on this one channel. But I still haven't heard back from him, so it is what it is. I'm going to go get us some more coffee. I will be right back. Nope, that didn't work. There we go.
Oh,
Hey Rick, is that a new computer?
yes it is. I actually got that on there. Finally. Do I have it on there right? Oh, so yeah, I do. I got the CPU in it already, and I got the NVMe with the RAM.
And then you gotta put the cooler fan, whatever.
Yeah,
And don't forget your paste,
yeah, that's all on the box.
heatsink paste.
And I got the habit Carrie got into, just throw things on the damn floor. When I walk over there, I got something to slip and fall on. So if you hear a crash, you know what I mean.
But he don't have a cable to do a smoke test. He needs to get a DisplayPort to HDMI cable, so he can't plug it in.
That's too bad too, because no pun intended, he's smoking right along.
Yeah, he's making progress.
Yeah.
It don't take me long to do one of these.
You've been doing it for a while though, right?
Yeah. I don't get as busy as Carrie gets. I think that's ridiculous doing like 20 at once. I do like 2 or 3 at once.
I struggle doing one. I'm just going to stick with that for now.
I think it took me about 3 hours from start to finish to build mine. That was loading though, Windows.
Oh, everything?
Yeah.
Oh, that's not bad.
3 hours. My goodness, it took me and my mom with her. It took us 4 hours to just do the build, the hardware part, and then it takes me about a day to a day and a half just to install the software
I
and
don't
get
have
Windows and all that set up.
How much software do you put on it that it takes you that long?
Yeah.
Oh, I just run Nine and put the basic stuff on there like Chrome and Firefox and VLC, and I install Microsoft Office if I need to, but it just seems to, it's not that much software really, but it just seems to take me that long. And it's always that way no matter whose computer I worked on. I got a woman's couple's computer to work on. The last computer I did, it needed the hard drive was completely dead and toast, so it needed a new hard drive. She brought me the part, and we put it in, and it took me. I worked on it from the time she brought it, from the time she left, to probably 10 o'clock that night. But the next day she was able to come and pick it up.
That was Chris Garrett that had a power outage today for about 12 hours.
Yeah, there was like 34,000 people in Maryland lost power. So on the news.
Oh,
because of that storm, probably.
Yeah. Trees. There was one reporter out there doing a broadcast. Right behind him, a big tree just crashed down.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to do that because they tell you to go out in a tornado and report on it. And what choice do you have?
We had one guy that retired in Detroit, and he was an older guy because he's been doing this a long time. And they'd send him out to stand by a building in the middle of nowhere to do his report. And he used to feel so sorry. It's snowing. It's like, yeah, we can see it right in the middle.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, there was no reason for him to be out there. Just none.
They closed all the schools down, all the
Oh, I bet.
government,
I bet.
everything, circuit courts. Said stay home unless it's absolutely necessary. Said they had over 400 reports.
Of accidents?
Yeah,
Yeah.
police were responding to over 400 incidents, and that was at 11:30 this morning.
Yeah, unless your job requires you to go out, I've never understood why people have to get out and drive in the snow.
Yeah,
That's just kind of silly.
Probably just because it's something that doesn't happen very often in Maine, and unless you're living in Alaska, and they don't get to do it, so they want something new to do.
I guess. I don't know. I'm just.
this is the first snow we've had in 3 years. They said.
Wow.
I mean, we had a couple little snows, but nothing brushed off with a broom.
Right. Dusty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's supposed to be more snow on Friday.
You can have it. I'm telling you, you can take all of ours.
I'm gonna make a run to Walmart. My son's getting low on juice.
So our weather is saying here for the week. Whoa, Thursday we're going to be a high of 16 with a low of 1 degree. And she's probably got to work too. Let's see here. Thursday. Yeah. Doggone, it means I got to go out. No snow. Wednesday 22 and 8. Tomorrow 37, 18. Oh, I may have to do some work outside. Saturday 37, 30. Oh, that's good. It's not going to cool down at all.
Wednesday is gonna be 51.
I did notice tonight when I went out to make sure the chickens had gone back in the coop that the ground is starting to get frozen. So that's not good. Oh, cool. Matthew just said that the bot's designed to post those links. I use a Malwarebytes browser extension with all switches enabled that blocks my devices from including that site. Nice. He caught a link earlier. Obviously, it was a bot, so that's good. Oh, late crap. Yeah, hopefully Wednesday. If I'm not streaming Wednesday, you guys will know they figured something out, and maybe I'm sitting somewhere and they're doing whatever they need to do.
Hey, we're gonna have a blank screen.
I got my phone now. I can stream from the phone. No, keep the streak going.
Yeah, I used your trick to get that video off my kid's phone. I had a cable. I plugged his phone into my USB port and went to his phone. We were looking for it. And then I saw that, was it GCIM folder?
Right.
There it is.
Yep.
It's in there. And he had 680 some photos in there, I guess. It was way down at the bottom.
Yeah. I'm currently sitting at 624 pictures and 107 videos, so it's getting close to purge time. But my wife's phone's got 2,500 pictures and I don't know how many videos. It's kind of ridiculous. Yet she claims she doesn't take that many pictures.
I'm gonna say that heart attack when you wear her stuff. With that many pictures.
Yeah. Well, I've had upwards of 3,000 to 5,000 on mine at one time because it'll hold pictures for days, and it's kind of stupid because you can't go through 3,000 pictures trying to find a picture. So I offloaded them all to the computer, which I still can't go through them because it's still 3,000 pictures. But whose speed test are we looking at?
That's my speed test now while I'm on YouTube. And
I wanted to guess. I mean, the Little Rock, Arkansas would have probably given it away, but
Oh yeah.
But it's still, everything's still going nice and smooth, right?
Right. I don't know what the deal was with the OBS. It's been working fine all day, and I've been using it all day today, which I literally never ever do.
Yeah, that was kind of odd.
Before you told me to get, do live stream, and I just used OBS to record stuff.
Yeah, when I first started looking into doing this, I heard someone or read someone or saw someone or somebody said you should try to do about one a day, and do a couple uploads a week, just to get yourself out there. I mean, if you're comfortable doing it, do it by all means. Do one an hour if you want.
Yeah, I did like 5 today, and at least 3 of those 5 is over an hour.
Well, you could be the test subject of sorts to how many can you get away with in a day before YouTube says no more.
We'll probably do. There's probably a limit, but I'll probably never reach it.
I'm sure there is. What were you going to say, Gary?
I just said, what did you do? What were they about?
They were games like on Wii U games.
You have a Wii? Wii?
Yes, I do. A physical console connected with the HDMI into my capture card. It's got an in and an out. The in connects to a HDMI switch that connects to all of my stuff, and then the out goes to my TV, and that gives me a 0 latency feed out to my TV, so I can actually play the game in real time, and then stream it to YouTube. So I just add the capture card into OBS as a video capture source. It picks it right up and works, and then I can add a window capture on top of it. Start a Zoom meeting with Zoom window capture that Zoom, so it only shows the Zoom minimized in the top right hand corner with my video on, so nobody's having to see my bed behind me.
And he actually was having some interaction on the Zoom today.
Yes. One time I got on there and they said F you, so I removed it immediately. Took them off and cut that Zoom off, because when I do that, I broadcast the Zoom link on YouTube, so I need to make sure I set it to automatically generate, so when I end it in the stream, I can end that meeting and know that nobody will be able to get back in.
And I got to give him some props, because he said one time 2 people were in and he goes, please say something or show your face or I'm going to kick you out. And about that time, somebody said something. So that was impressive, Alex. I like that. That was good.
Yes, you had said, you told me that yesterday about when you was talking to me about the whole Doug situation.
Right. And that's how I know when someone's, that's how I would know it's someone that is within the group. 1, the link is only going out to a specific amount of people. 2, if Alex Cheek joins us right now again, first thing I'm going to say to you is, Alex, are you joining on your tablet? And if you say no, then I'm going to know it's Greg pretending to be you. And then as soon as Greg's in, I'm going to say, hey, Alex, please say something. Greg, I'm just picking on you, Greg. I know it's not you.
I don't care.
Oh, good. We get to pick on Greg all night. Anyway, if he doesn't say anything, we'll know that it's an imposter, because as soon as he speaks, we know his voice. Thus, a joke is on whatever. Okay, I'll look into it, Matthew. Thank you. I asked him a question in chat. He sent me he posted a link for Malwarebytes for a browser extension. It looked like. I have to go look at it. My chair's stuck. So, but that's why I asked, because I kind of figured out early on it has to be someone that has a link. So.
And you haven't done a new one, baby.
I've not. I'm still kind of on the fence on what I'm going to do with that.
I'm surprised Doug has been able to keep that same length he has for the length of time he has, because he's never, ever since I've started joining his Zooms, he hasn't
got bombed.
changed it.
He got bombed once, pretty bad actually.
Yeah,
We got that night.
link you sent.
Yes, I know. He made a video of it, and I watched it. He blurred out all the bad parts.
Sure. Oh, it's going to happen. I mean, just if you post it out there, it's going to happen.
But I'm not worried about someone. I'm not worried about someone getting on a Zoom and saying "F you" or something. As long as I kick them out of the Zoom, because there's plenty of people on YouTube that's all they do, like angry grandma, and angry grandpa. That's all they do is every other word they say is a cuss word. So I'm not too worried about.
Join the military. You'll grow used to it.
I'm not too worried about YouTube shutting me down because of that. I just don't.
Yeah, it's just me.
I'm not worried about YouTube shutting me down.
I'm quite sure they're not going to shut me down if someone comes on this stream and says F you or S you or whatever. I'm not going to lose sleep over it. It's just me. I would rather put the warning out, please don't, because I'm afraid of the YouTube strike. Honestly, it's just me personally. Yes, I've watched hundreds of videos where it's nothing but swearing. That's your thing. That's your thing. My youngest son, it took him, oh gosh, 2.5, 3 years to learn how to speak what I would call civilized, because his generation, that's just the way they talk, or at least his group is. So, and in the beginning, it was kind of rough because I was like, Josh, when you can learn to speak without using certain language, call me back, and he'd ride along with it. So I'd hang up, he'd call back, what the F was that? I'd say the same thing. We went through some growing pains, believe me. Now, don't misunderstand me. When I get pissed off, I'm worse than a sailor. No offense, Greg.
Ain't gonna hear nothing from me.
So Gilly Man says, hello, Ken. Don't know who Gilly Man is. I said hello back. Thanks for being here. Maybe this will be a good test of, let's see if this works. See what goes on.
I got one.
Uh-oh.
Wow.
Oh, there it is. I made this earlier for if they want to join Zoom. There's my email to send me an email, and I'll send them the link. But it took a little longer to load in than I wanted it to. So, and it should go to a black screen right about now. Boy, I was right on cue. So, got some adjustments to make. But as I said earlier, it was kind of cool to do some editing for once. It really was. And then that one came back pretty quick. So I'm going to use your template, Gary, with your granddaughters for some of my stuff, actually.
Mm-hmm.
You didn't copyright that, did you?
No.
Okay,
No.
good. I'm gonna use that template then.
It's up to 5 people with it now.
Hey, if anybody wants anything done, it might take me a day or two or a week or a month, but I think I can pretty much get it done, honestly. And I enjoy doing that too. That was fun. Let's check in with Rick. We'll go to our computer builder live on the scene. Rick, how's it going?
Oh, I'm going all right. Trying to get the brackets to the CPU board on there.
Is that for you or somebody else?
That's for me. I'm replacing one of my older computers that I've got.
Translated, he's getting ready to do live streaming.
Yeah, that's the other thing I want to.
And the guy didn't even know before all this what his upload speed was. He didn't realize he had like 100
Oh yeah,
upload.
I thought it was going to be lower than that.
Didn't you say your upload is faster than your download?
I think I may have read it wrong. have to look at that again, but I think.
Because that's if you're only on a residential connection, not a business connection, that is 99% of the time not the case. Upload is always usually slower than that one.
Yeah, well, I was doing a lot on the internet that night too, so.
Yep, it's a look into a live build, Robert. We have gone full tech now. But we can't see the smoke test because he needs a display driver out, or whatever, display port, whatever. You know what I'm talking about, right?
Adapter.
Good to see you, Robert, by the way. I know you're at
Oh,
work.
not an adapter. You just need a straight cable display port to HDMI. I wouldn't recommend getting an adapter.
Mine's working okay.
But like Catherine says, an adapter is, if you have an adapter in the mix, an adapter is two possible points of failure instead of just the cable messing up. It could be either the cable or the adapter.
That's true. Yeah, everybody had to go back to work.
Not I, said the blind man.
Not I. I'm just waiting for my birthday in a few days.
Yeah, it's coming up here rather quick.
It is. I know. A week from today.
Yep. Yep.
My wife went around the house and wants to paint half the house.
Did you just say your wife wants to paint the house?
Rooms inside.
Must be something in the air because we discussed that today too. Well, let me rephrase that. It was being discussed. I wasn't paying much attention.
I was paying attention, but that's about all.
Oh, I caught the key words: paint, rooms, soon, and it's like the rest of it was like la 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 la.
Well, you forgot to tell us about the person doing it.
And then she got mad because I said, well, since we're painting the rooms, what can we get rid of in the rooms to get us some room? Let's start in the computer room. I want to get that bed out of there. And once again, we can't do that because in the event someone stops by and needs a place to stay, we got a spare bed for them. That's fine. We throw it in storage. If someone stops by, we take it out of storage and set it up. Not that hard to do. It's 3 pieces. No. Robert, he wishes he knows the number to 911 so he could call. Oh, yeah, I don't know what trouble you would get in if you and your associate at work called each other on 911 at the same time. I'm sure they might frown upon that. Personally, I think it would be funny, but I'm sure they would frown. So
3-day suspension.
Yeah. 911, what is your location? I'm sitting right next to you. 911, what is the emergency? You. Oh. Trying to figure out who this Gilly man is. I don't remember seeing that name anywhere on everything that I watch. But it's good though.
I don't recall it either.
No. Well, I don't have Doug's memory where he can like recall seeing people. Gary, I'm calling on 911 to talk. Yeah. So how are the kids?
No, the joke was my 911 isn't him.
Well, true. There's always that problem. Dial the area code first. You might get through down there.
I wonder if that worked.
I'm not sure. Robert, you think that would work if he put the area code for your area code in and then dial 911?
I mean, I'm joking around, but I wonder if that would work.
I don't know. It's a legitimate question. We are kind of joking with it, but it is a legitimate question. I have to say this. I was watching another stream the other night out of Texas, I believe it is. But there's a guy. You guys have seen John in the chat room a couple times, and they were doing the StreamYard thing. So got to put a picture or a face to the name, and a voice to the picture, a voice to the name, to the photo or whatever, the video. And he's talking. I just say, hey, John, you know, not to offend you or anything, but what part of the South are you from? And he just laughed. I mean, oh, man. stereotypical from the South. He explained he's from Louisiana and where he grew up and all, and where he lives. Nope, all the calls go off a local tower, so that negates the dialing the area code first.
Can he hear us?
Oh yeah, I'm sure he can. Can you hear the Zoom, Robert? Crickets.
Apparently not.
Anyway, my question is, if you're talking to your grandmother or something, or your mom, and she falls, can you call 911 and get somebody there to her?
No, you'd have to call the local.
Yeah, you have to. Yeah, we've actually experienced that with my mom. You have to call the local, either Greenwood or Johnson County in her case, or maybe even Indiana State Police. So if Robert's not hearing the stream, that's not good, because at one point in time it was working. So that's going to have to be looked upon.
You mean the stream or the Zoom?
The Zoom was actually being heard over the stream as well as being heard in the Zoom. But he's not answering, so that might have gone away.
So you mean you saying that you don't think that people can hear the Zoom over the YouTube stream?
You shouldn't be able to. That would make no sense if they could.
Right. You say they shouldn't be able to?
I would think not.
Not got, but go. Yeah, we figured that out. So the burning question at 10:22 is, are you able to hear people from the Zoom? And I'll let them chat. Go.
Can you hear us?
Hey there, guy. Can you hear us?
I can hear
If you
you.
can hear us, say yes.
Okay, identify this mystery voice.
Can you hear me now?
You can't say no.
Tony, are you still with us? Well, maybe something has changed. And Tony is still with us. So can you hear the Zoom, Tony?
He said yes.
That's our drummer. We're getting ready to jam. That was the drummer going, getting us the beat going. He can hear. That's cool. I can hear everyone. Cool. So, and here's the crazy thing. I never looked into how to do that. I just started Zoom. I started the stream. And the two mesh. We're good. I don't want to touch anything. That's a good angle, Rick. Thank you.
Yeah. Well, okay.
And I'm guessing at 10:23 at night, you just can't run out to the store and grab a cable.
No, unfortunately, I can't. I'll have to order one.
And none of your stores and your local your Best Buy should have a cable. I would say they should.
Yeah, that's clear across town.
Yeah, you can order it and it'll be there Wednesday if you get it off Amazon, or it should.
If you got prime shipping.
Yeah.
So I'm curious as to see something here. Let me try this. Okay, so let Rick say something real quick.
Hello, can you guys hear me? Hello?
Yeah, we can hear you, but it didn't switch. I put it on speaker so that when you spoke, it would go out, but it's showing Alex's picture for some reason. Maybe I have to click on your picture? Nope, that didn't work. All right, put it back the way it was. Put it back to what I know works. So double click. Huh.
Put the thermal paste on?
Yeah, I'll just, no, I'm serious. I'm just driving just to make sure this screw lines up in this window.
Sure.
That's what I did last time. Just last time I did think it lined up. And like, did I do that right? But yes, I'm gonna put the thermal paste on.
So how many computers have you built?
Oh, in what time period? Last 20 years? Oh, over 1,000, I think.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
I think I'd be tired of them by then.
Yep.
Yeah, it kind of does get a little repetitious, but during the winter time here, things slow down to a crawl. So
True. So
Yeah.
we should do a blind computer building test with Rick and blindfold him and see if he could build a computer. Tell him the parts. Got to be fair about it. You'd think after 1,000 builds, you'd tell him the parts, blindfold him, he could put it together. That would be so cool if we said, okay, Rick, put a blindfold on. Here's your parts. He puts it together. No issues, and it works. That would be neat. Or you could build like I do when I'm blindfolded. Do like I do when I'm blindfolded. I cannot see a thing. So the one granddaughter was so cute tonight. I don't know where she got it from, but her whole conversation was ba 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 Louie. That was the whole conversation. The entire 20-minute conversation.
Sounds like it might be from she's been watching VeggieTales or something.
I have no clue.
Oh, there's a special about Lucy and Desi Arnaz.
here's one thing I've done before.
Yeah, you gotta take off that sticker.
Yeah, the last one I did this Be Quiet case. When I did that, I put this on there with the sticker on there, and then I put it on the CPU. I went to bed thinking, did I peel that sticker off? So I had to take this cooler back off, wipe the thermal compound off, and I just peeled it off like son of a bitch. No, I didn't.
Yeah.
I checked.
I'm sure that happens quite often with people that build their first or second or third, but builds.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, but building a computer.
He's getting it. This is impressive. 1 hour and 27 minutes, and you didn't start building it right away, so that's pretty good. Should have marked the time when you started. You got your included Mugen 5 screwdriver, I see.
Oh, yeah.
You sell them on the local flea markets during the summer? Brand new, only used once.
There's the flea farms and other places I've gone to in the years past, and people look at me and it's only been used a few times, still brand new, and there's cracks all over it.
Right.
It's like it's been used for 30 years.
Yeah.
Only been used once, still in new condition.
I think
Why does it look like?
I think this summer we're going to get together with my brother and go to a famous flea market in Indiana. It's about 3 hours from his house down in
Is that
southern.
the one that's like, sorry, is that the one that's like 1,000 miles?
What's that?
The flea market, is that the one that's like 1,000 miles?
No, let me go find it. Might take me a minute. Oh, let me guess. Facebook has changed the way they're doing things now again. I'm getting tired of these changes. It's starting to drive me up a wall. It's called Friendship Flea Market, and it's down in southeastern Indiana.
I'm almost done with this. Just gotta put this fan on.
Yeah, if you had the cable, we could watch you fire it up.
Yeah, but I have to get the case in here and put all the screws in the case. And
So you're not going to fire it up on the box. You're going to wait until you get it in the case?
I'll probably wait till I get it in the case.
That's what I did with my mom's computer. We literally put the whole thing together, tied it all up, put all the screws back in and everything. and hoped for the best. And I plugged it in the first time, it fired right up. I didn't even get the front panel connectors backwards.
All those front panel connectors, I had a yellow one of the time with those things. I can't remember.
We didn't even. My mom didn't even get those. My mom didn't even get those front panel connectors backwards. I mean, everything worked smooth sailing the first time.
So I posted the link in case anyone wants to drive thousands of miles to go to this flea market. Pretty neat. I looked at it. We used to do when we were my dad. That was his Saturday and Sunday side job, so to speak. So we did a lot of flea markets and swap meets and traveling and this, that, and the other. And it always cracked me up because when we got to the age where we understood things, my dad would say, "Okay, you mind the store. I'll be back in 10 minutes." And 4 hours later, he comes back carrying more junk than we brought to the flea market.
Do they have computers and things too?
I haven't been to one since we lived in California, so I don't know. Now, that one might have had an occasional old monitor, maybe some keyboards and mouse, but I've not been to one since we moved out of California.
No flickering the whole time we've been on here, by the way.
Oh, good. Maybe a connection?
No, I think it was that setting I changed that I found I needed. They said I needed to change in the Zoom settings that I showed you.
He's glad our folks been his fans. I'm not a big fan of these.
But I tried to plug in one of those monitors that Robert was sitting behind me, and I had to put it on a chair, and then I couldn't get the cable, the power cable, to go in to fully go in all the way, I guess, because it didn't want to. I kept having to push it in to try to make it stay on, the power stay on, and it didn't want to. Every time I would push it in and let it go, it let go of the cable, it kept turning off. So I don't know if it's just needed to be like dusted out the inside of the connection, or I couldn't get the. Plus, I had to put it on a chair and use that HDMI to the VGA converter to plug it in, and it's pain.
Pretty impressive, Rick. I would still be struggling.
If you've done it 1,000 times like I have, it's.
Sure.
But there's times I have to sit there and think, because, some of these newer boards that I haven't worked with, they gotta sit and think about how things go, but they're all pretty much the same, but they're all pretty much, pretty easy.
Well, two people are looking at my story.
Yeah, one of them said hello to you. I'm one of them. Gil or Hilo or something like that.
Yeah, I've been getting all kinds of crazy people in my.
It's gonna happen.
I mean, all kinds of crazy people. I mean, they'll even get on.
Yep. Yeah, it'll happen. So are you gonna replace? Are you changing the fan? Are you?
No, I'm not changing the
Hey,
fan.
Blackwatch.
I had it on backwards.
Oh, okay. So Gilly was created today. That might be someone we know. Blackwatch is joining us in the chat room.
Blackwatch, get in here and say something.
Yeah, no, they're not right there. One hand, it's not working.
always had trouble with what you're doing right there, putting it in the little holes and pulling it back and getting it to stay in.
Yeah, he's a shit. I don't like the flimsy wires. That's one thing I've never agreed with. They should have made a better, different,
Material.
well, different way of mounting it. Yeah, make these wires thicker or something.
Yeah.
And yeah, I'm probably putting it all wrong. Probably someone's yelling in the background, "You're doing it wrong." Yeah, well, things on there, things on there. They don't.
I got one today, and I meant to say when I first got in the chat during Zoom. I don't know if Alex remembers, but Catherine, they were trying to upgrade the firmware on the Samsung.
Yes, I remember.
And I couldn't do it. I kept saying there's something wrong. You have to go when you're trying to do something like that, upgrading firmware on the drive or anything in the machine. You have to go in and disable things because of Windows 11's TPM.
Oh, and you said you bet you at that time. You said you bet that you knew what it was, and it's probably because you was on Windows 11. And
Yep.
I figured you was right because I didn't have to do that. All I had to do was go into the application and it detected the Samsung Magician. It detected the firmware update, and I clicked it. It downloaded it, and it asked me to shut down the computer. And
Yeah, but I'm not selling. But what if it was a virus instead?
And he looks like he might be done.
Yep, that's pretty much it.
well, then I would just have to reinstall. Of course, I don't have much on this.
Excuse me, I meant a virus to the firmware.
A virus called firmware.
No, in the firmware.
Oh.
It wouldn't let me update my firmware on Samsung Magician.
Did you ever find out who put the Raspberry in your system?
Nope.
Still ongoing investigation?
Seriously, yeah. They keep that. Police called FBI because it's espionage and all that kind of. And they called Department of Justice. And they called Securities and Exchange Commission because we're a traded company. And I stand by my joke. I wanted the Raspberry.
I'm gonna guess you probably aren't gonna get it.
I don't think so. Oh, I'm afraid that my fingerprints were on it because I grabbed it. I'm not joking.
No, I know. You're going to be sitting in this little room trying to figure out what you're doing, sitting in that little room, and they're going to come in and they go, "So, Gary, tell us why your fingerprints were on the Raspberry?"
Gary, let me ask you this. Why won't they let you have it? Because all the data, if you know how Raspberry Pi works, it's all of the data is stored on a little SD card. So all I got to do is take a little SD card out, destroy that SD card, and then you can have a Raspberry Pi. There wouldn't be any more data or anything on there.
It's not the data. They're trying to find who touched it and where it came from. The data's who cares?
Sure. Well, yeah, you want to know how it got there, who put it there, and maybe why it was put there. But
yeah,
the why part's probably already been figured out.
Yeah, I mean that I even looked at that. I mean, there's no big deal there. I mean, what it was doing was going around our network and sending who's where and what. I mean, it was no big deal. I mean, you don't want it to be out, but
it was telling somebody, whoever put it there, what devices are on what IP addresses and all that kind of stuff.
Yep. But it's obfuscated from the outside in, so they couldn't use it anyway. They're trying to, but our firewall wouldn't let yours going outside, inside out. So inside you'd have 192, outside you'd have something totally different. And we have our own outside IPs, so I'm not worried about that. They kept trying. It's just like we have firewalls, we have routers. They try to get in, and if you watch, it'll be so funny. They'll hit a router and we gotta shut it off because they'll send all the default routers thinking we have one of your home Netgear router. Because they have default passwords, like admin password. And they will try every password that's been used in the last 20 years, like we have one and didn't change it. And we don't have one anyway.
You know, if there was one reason why I would want to go back to college, I'm just curious. I've still got our list of passwords from when me and my instructor set up college network, and I'm just curious if I was to go back up to the college, how many of those passwords still work? Because the Wi-Fi we set up is still saved in my phone, so if nothing else, I'm just curious if I can still connect to the Wi-Fi. The only way I'd figure that out is to go up, make a trip over there and see.
I wouldn't do it.
Yeah, I kind of would second that.
Of course, I have been asked, I have been told, you know, that I need to come over there and see what they've kind of done a new setup, you know, a new gaming setup with a whole new.
I may ask you to come to our server room.
With all new monitors and computers and everything, and I've actually been asked to come over there and look at it, but I haven't.
No, but asking you to come and take a look at something and logging on are two different things. I mean, we have somebody selling us something, bring him through the server room, just to give an idea what we got. I mean, not that he's getting close to it, but he is not logging into something.
Oh, like this one. I'll show you guys in just a second if I can.
From my point of view, if I go over there and try to connect to the Wi-Fi that is still saved in my phone, and my phone connects and doesn't reject because they changed the password, that's their fault because they didn't change the password. That's not my fault.
If they give you a key to the front door and you forgot to give it back, no problem. Hey, you just throw it out. Good. But if you came over there and see if you'd open the front door with the key, would that be their problem or yours?
Do what?
If they gave you a key to come into the server room, let's say, because you were doing stuff in there they were supposed to do when you were in school, and you took it home with you, no big deal. You graduated, you forgot about the key, and then you found it in your book bag, let's say, and you drove over to the school tomorrow and went into the server room. Would it be their fault or your fault?
My fault, but again, they knew they gave me the keys.
Yeah, they also knew that you had a Wi-Fi password. They wouldn't think you'd still use it, though.
Is that the case, Rick?
Yep, this is the case.
What kind is it?
That's the Corsair 5000D airflow. It's a lot taller. I mean, it's a lot bigger than that. Be quiet, but this is what's going in the other room.
I would only have a need to use it if I went over if I had to do one of these certification exams, one of these Cisco or CompTIA certification exams where I need to be connected to a computer on the internet and cannot afford to lose a connection, because if I lose a connection, that would cost me $200, but I would ask ahead of time.
As long as you asked and they said yes. I mean, if you asked to come in my house when I wasn't home, I said yes. Seriously, I have no problem with that.
Can you guys see the screen?
Yeah.
Your New Year's screen?
No, it should be you should be seeing a matrix picture, are you not?
Yeah.
I see it.
Yeah, I like this one, but yet when I go over into here, the way the camera's positioned, you can't see the three figures in the back, so I'm gonna have to work on that a little bit. Just thought that was pretty. I'm trying to finish up the Matrix new movie. I'm about 20 minutes away from doing that. Just catching up on that today. I did read a review that I must have to say I pretty much agree with it so far.
See how that opened? Ken.
Oh, nice.
Oh,
Nice catch.
Yeah, nice catch. Very nice.
I'm guessing that's glass.
Yes, it is.
That was a hell of a good catch. That did cat-like reflexes right there. That was good.
Oh, there's more fans to put this thing in. You can put one up here.
Yeah, my front porch got 2 empty slots in it, and I flirted with some RGB, and I don't know. I think the one on there is cool. I don't know that I need any more fans. Number one. Number two, I don't know that I'm smart enough to figure out where to plug them in on the motherboard.
Well, see, the thing for me in this thing is doing all the wiring for the, it's got one of those Corsair fan connectors.
Right.
I can hook up a lot more fans to this, and I hook it up to the connector in the back instead of the motherboard.
Yeah. Yep. The fans, for some reason, made me think of the big beast build. Has there been any more said on that from
I
Kerry?
haven't heard anything.
He hasn't done anything for about 3 days, 4 days.
Well, the way he was talking the other day, he's not going to be able to do anything because Mitch is not able to lift anything from when he fell. That's one of my fears right now at this age is if I fall, and especially with my inability to have flexibility, I probably won't get up for a while. That's not good.
You'd be YouTubing from your bed.
Just give me the phone. I don't need the ambulance. I'm going to... Oh, everybody, guess what? I'm on the floor. By the way, thanks for supporting me. Can one of you call 217-911? Oh, jeez. Put a new twist on the help. I've fallen and I can't get up, huh?
You know, they say that's copyrighted.
What? Help, I've fallen and I can't get up?
Yeah, the life of a lot of people have copyrighted that.
Does that not surprise you? I mean, if it wasn't copyrighted, I'd be surprised.
Just about anything you hear from somebody else is copyrighted.
Pretty much. You know what? One thing I'm not surprised, and I know this will sound silly to you guys. Do you guys know who Dave Ramsey is?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you know, his beginning of his show, he always comes on and says, live from wherever. Nashville, or I think it's in Nashville. It's the Dave Ramsey Show. Well, my brother, when he gave me the moniker of the king of Facebook, whenever I do a Facebook Live, I go, hello again, everybody. It's the king of live video coming to you from, and then wherever I'm at. I'm kind of glad no one has not said anything, but I also wouldn't be real shocked if I get this letter one day saying, please cease and desist from using live from, you know?
Yeah.
It wouldn't shock me. It really wouldn't. Yeah, I used to watch Dave Ramsey, but
We have a place called Domino's Pizza out here. I don't know if you have Domino's Pizza.
we do.
Yeah.
We do here too.
I don't like their pizzas, but that's no discussion. But
Fine.
anyway, they got sued by Domino's Sugar. We're using the same name.
Oh,
You gotta like it. Let's unchat. Let's take your look in.
yeah, I'm trying to remember what button I just hit here. This is why I don't have one of them stream decks, because I would get, oh my God, you guys, you think it's bad now. If I had one of them stream deck things, that would be,
It's the 32 button one.
yeah, why play around with the easy one? Hold on. Oh, there you are. Oh, there you went. Yeah, really. Let me go see how long we've been streaming for. Hour and, oh, we got 12 minutes away. I got pretty good timing on that. We're at 148. That's pretty good. Yeah, I don't think so, Joel, but nice try. Let me go deal with that. I just put you in a timeout. I don't feel like being too mean tonight.
Back. Good.
I just put an inappropriate comment in there.
This thing's got all kinds of doors on it.
And so the other side's solid, not glass.
Yeah, it's got. This is what the other side looks like. Got a vent and.
So how's your cable management going to go? Is it going to be pretty nice and neat?
Oh my God, I don't know. That'll have to sit here and think about. It'll probably be like what's his name on American Chopper, Paul Jr. He sits there and stares at it for a few hours.
Yeah.
That's what I do if I would just sit here and stare at it for a half hour and think, okay, how do I want to do this?
Yeah, I stared at mine for about 30 seconds, and I'm really surprised it came out as good as it did. I mean, it's on the side where you can't see it, so I got to my, who cares? Nobody can see it. Done. So, anyway, I think I will end the stream. I'll keep Zoom going as is the tradition. I kind of like that. Got to go find the right tab here. So we're an hour and 50 minutes. I'm going to kick it off. I'm going to end it at about 10 minutes early. So let's put up the ending of the stream logo so that can catch over there. I'll have to figure out a way to get that picture incorporated into OBS so that I can hit the old button instead of going with this. See how long this takes. Good night, Tony. Thank you for your help tonight. I really appreciate it. Instead of having the Zoom, here's my email come up. I'll have the that's all, folks, come up. As soon as that turns and goes away, well, it stays up quite a long time. Thank you, Tony, Robert, Blackwatch, Gilor, Gilly, Gary, Matthew Kemp. Thank you so much for your participation tonight. I will see you guys tomorrow night. We ending the stream.